Hello, friends. Can you hear me? Just please let me know if you can hear me. This is the first time I've gone live like this, and I don't really have the tech because I was trying to do it on my phone and then I couldn't make it work. So, anyway, I'm so glad all of you are here. I love to see you all chatting over there in the comment section. So we're talking about a new Dreambox product today, and I'm so excited. So, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you'll know that I have always wanted a Dreambox, but I do not have the space. This is a pretty big room, but it has lots of windows and doors, and I could even turn this around at some point and show you the disaster that the rest of my craft room is right now. But I mean, over here, you can see I've got a window and a door, and it's just, there's a lot happening in here. So I've never been able to have a full Dreambox, but Dreambox reached out to me and said, "Do you want to try our new Dreambox Center?" Which is basically like the core of the Dreambox without the big unfolding doors. So this is part of the new Dreambox 3, and I was so excited to try it. So I'm gonna step out of the way. So this is basically it. If you've seen a Dreambox, you know exactly what we're doing here, right? This is basically the center of a Dreambox without the big folding doors. It does have a crown up at the top that's included. But the crown doesn't stick out really far like you would have with the folding doors. And then over here, I have to move my computer, so it's very awkward. I have my dream cart set up. So I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I feel like I need to be to the side of it. Here we go. I'm really excited to share this with you guys because I feel like it's a good solution. Guys, I forgot a drawer. Hold on. Where is that drawer? This is very embarrassing. This is because I was actually using my Dreambox. Let me put the drawer back in. There we go. Now it looks good. Okay. So so it's basically the center of a Dreambox. So you have the 10 drawers up on the top. There's another 6 down at the bottom with a shelf. It has the fold-out table, which is really sturdy. My boys keep leaning on it, and I'm like, please don't lean on it. Ah! It's fine. It's really sturdy. And then it has these shelves here in the middle where I have all sorts of supplies. And then I've added a tension rod under there for all of my stickers. So basically, I've turned this into my Etsy shipping station. So you guys know that I started an Etsy shop. It's called Chapter and Craft. It's kind of separate from Hey Let's Make Stuff, but it's also kind of not separate. But I have been shipping stickers and art prints and all sorts of other goodies from my Etsy shop. And I needed a place to ship them because I was using a little table next to my computer on the other side of the room and it wasn't working. So I have turned this basically into my Etsy ship station. So I have my computer here. This is the laptop I had to buy for my white toner printer because I had to have a PC. So because I have 2 computers, I was able to put it over here. I have my little thermal printer. And then in these drawers, I have tons and tons of stickers. I have more stickers over here on the wall. I have business cards and keychains and my art prints over here. And it's all just been a really, really great solution for me. And I've been using it for about 2 weeks, which is why I didn't have that drawer in there because I was actually pulling it out to grab some of the cellophane that I use for one of my products. And so if you guys have questions, please ask them. I feel like this is a really great option for people who, one, don't have the space like me. So I'm going to show you a little bit here. So if I turn here, you can see that I've got a window and 2 doors. These are closets that I get into all the time. And then if I turn over here, I have a light. Sorry about that. Trying to keep the light on the Dreambox. And then I have the door to my office. This is how you come in. So if this door is open or I need to get into the closets on the other side, I can't have all of those doors. And then it also doesn't stick out very far because I can fold the desk up and actually walk right here. So a Dreambox still won't fit in here, but the Dreambox Center will. And then one of the really, really cool things about this is that you can actually build it into the full, gosh, now this light's in the way. It's like a mess over here with this live. I don't know. We're good. There we go. You can build it into the full Dreambox 3. So if you do have the space, but you don't have the budget right now, you can just get that centerpiece and then add on the doors or add on the big storage doors later. Or if you're like, I'm living in a smaller space now, but then you move into a bigger space, you can add on the doors. So I think it's a really cool option that is a lot better than just having to buy the entire thing or just have a dream cart. It's like that kind of middle option, which I think is really great. And then Kay asked, can you say your Etsy shop? Again, it's called Chapter and Craft. It's on Etsy, Chapter and Craft Studio. I can go ahead and link it. I think Crystal might be working the back end of my YouTube channel. So if you're there, Crystal, add Chapter and Crafts, the Etsy link down in the description. Oh, yeah, there you go, Crystal. She's on it. Thank goodness for Crystal. So I really feel like this is such a good solution for me. And I know it's not the right solution for everybody. It's still not an inexpensive purchase. I believe it's like $1,700 for the whole thing here. still out of some price ranges. Totally understand it's not for everybody. But for me, I was really excited that I could get all that storage. I could create this really nice shipping station that I just didn't have before with this piece of furniture. So do you guys have any questions? I can tell you about a few other things here. The Dreambox Center will go on sale on Thursday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So that's 9 a.m. Pacific where I am and noon East Coast time for most of you. And it will go on sale and you can save money. There are links and my codes down in the description below. I can save you $150 on the Dreambox Center or $250 you want to get the whole Dreambox 3. So very excited. Let's see. So yes, so yeah, you can get basically this core piece is the Dreambox Center. And then down the line, you can then add the doors. You can also get just regular doors to cover this smaller piece. I don't have those right now. I actually don't think I'm going to get them just because I use this every single day. And I think it would be really annoying for me to have to open up the doors. It's just working for me the way it is. But you can just get doors to so you can make it a nicer piece of furniture and all your craft stuff isn't showing if you're using it in a part of your house that isn't. Yes, I can try and take you on a tour of the thing, except I'm not on my phone. I'm on my giant laptop. So let's see. So up here at the top, we have our drawers. In them, I have all of their inserts with stickers. I've got basically all stickers here. This here, there are, oh gosh, I'm sorry. There are 3 shelves here, or 2 shelves here, but I only have 1 shelf installed. But there's another shelf this size that you can use. But this actually fit my shipping supplies really well. So I've got envelopes and everything I ship here. These look very empty, but they actually do have cellophane and other things in them that I'm using. And I'm sure they will get more full as I have more things. Then we have this second shelf here, which has 5 medium-sized drawers. And for me, I decided not to put the fronts on the sides of these drawers. Hold on just a second. Mary, it says the page isn't found. I'm going to have Crystal look into that for you. It doesn't go on sale until Thursday, so hopefully it's just a glitch, but we'll see. So basically, yeah, so there's this shelf. I've put the medium drawers there. You don't have to put the shelf here if you don't want it. Actually, you can leave it off if it's not working for you. Then I'm going to scooch down here. I'm getting low. And I put, this way. I put a tension rod back here because these are the stickers and things I use on my packaging. I have some of the bracelets that I'm working on in the back. And then this is the fold down desk. So basically I can just shove everything back here just like this and fold this whole desk up. And I think the depth is maybe 2 feet. It's probably not even that. And then down here at the bottom, we have 6 more medium-sized drawers and a big shelf. So this is again holding labels and these are my mailers. This is for mugs. And so that's basically the whole thing. You can also get it comes with the crown, which is up here. And then I think the light is an add-on feature if you want the light. But basically, it's very simple, but it holds so much stuff. When I got it, I was like, oh, I'm going to fill it up. And now you could see that I still have some empty drawers because it's just so much bigger than I expected. Oh, good. Mary said it was her error. Copy and paste error. Awesome. Let's see. Yes, and I highly recommend getting the light. It's really bright. So let me see. Oops, excuse me. So I don't know if you can tell. It is really bright, and it does help quite a bit to have that light there. And the table extension is included. It's part of the whole thing. Again, it folds up. And then it does have optional doors that you can then shut. So basically like a big cabinet. And the doors don't really have any storage on them. Although the pictures that I saw of them, the way that Create Room staged them, they did have mat hangers and stuff on the insides of the doors, which was really cool as well. Let's see. They do not ship to the UK. Okay. It's a US and Canada only. I double checked when I saw that there were so many international people on this live, and that makes me sad. Let's see. So yeah, I feel like it does not come in any additional colors yet. I think they're probably going to see how it does. I know they have that kind of white oak color and the gray for the big one, but this is still brand new. So I'm assuming they may have some other options in the future. Where did I get my paper rack? This is the #1 question I probably get on my entire blog is where did I get this paper rack? Let's see. And I got it on a website that doesn't exist anymore. And if I could figure out and sell one thing on my site, it would be that paper rack because It is amazing. It is still technically available on the internet, but it's like $450, which is just ridiculous. I think I paid maybe $100 for it. So yeah. For the drawers, all the drawers that I have here are included. And for the drawers, take out the little, you can get these little inserts extra. I just added my own, let's see, cardstock insert here. It's hard to see. They are just taped. I cut them using my Cricut machine to make, all the colors that I wanted. So they're just clear like this, unless you want to add some sort of insert. And I've seen people do wrapping paper, glitter paper. I've seen all sorts of cute stuff. So yeah, I feel like overall, I'm really happy with this. I like to promote things that I really like, and I really like this. I feel like it's a great intermediate option that they haven't had for a while. I've been telling them for a long time, like, I can't get a Dreambox. I can't get a Dreambox. And they're like, you sure you don't want one? I'm like, I literally cannot fit one in here because of all the doors and windows. And then when this one came out, and she was like, I have something for you. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. I needed this kind of intermediate sized thing. Based, much bigger than like my cubbies or my dream cart. So I do have my dream cart down here. This part here, let's see if I can get it down here. So this is my dream cart. So this is separate, but it works really well because now I have a nice big work. This is very awkward, guys. Sorry. Nice big work area for myself. And I think it's really nice. But yeah, I love that it's either really good if you have a smaller space or really good if you don't have quite the budget for the big thing right now. It's not already sold out. It just hasn't gone on sale yet. So it's going on sale on Thursday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. And so it will populate on the website on Thursday. And yes, it is like Christmas came a little bit early. I am just really happy with it. For me, I really needed that shipping station. And so it has worked out so well to be able to use the combination of this and my dream cart to use as my shipping station. It's also nice just for, I know that not everybody has the same setup as me, but my husband does a lot of my shipping for me when I'm really busy. So he can come in here, he can work here, I can be at my computer, and it works out really well for us. And yes, I do have the table to the right. That's not part of it. That's the dream cart. So that's a separate purchase that I've had for probably a year now, and I do use it. But once I was able to connect it to the Dreambox Center, it worked really well as a combo piece of furniture that didn't cost nearly as much as the giant thing. Let's see. So it's about, I think it's about 36 inches across. So it's like 3 feet. It's really not that big. One thing I wish they would come out with is a corner unit. So that's my, hey guys, I feel like a corner unit would be really good for the other smaller spaces for people who have corners. So if you do want a corner unit, let me know, and I'll just keep passing along that information to Create Room. Not that they listen to me, but I could chat with them. Let's see. So you can end up, yes. So Kathy, yes. So this is the center of the new Dreambox 3. And what their goal is, I think, is to get people into the Dreambox world without the Dreambox price. And so, or if you have a smaller space. So for me, it's that I have a smaller space. I have closets and windows to this side. The door where I walk into my office is on this side. And if it's all open, I can't get into my office, and I can't access these closets that I use all the time. So I can show you here. So I've got these closets here. This is the door to my office. And so a big Dreambox wouldn't work for me. This is the biggest wall in my office. Do you guys want me to turn around and show you the mess that is this office right now? I can show you all of the other windows and doors in this office. But for me, it was just I needed a smaller solution. But you can add on the doors later. I also like it if you're oh, I live in a small house now, but maybe I might move into a bigger space or a different space in the future, then you could add on those doors. Yes, the price is $1,700, I believe, which I still think is a little expensive. I'm not going to lie. That's not a cheap piece of furniture. It is well made. I don't even know if they're going to offer an assembly option. So I got it just flat packed. And honestly, it was not that hard, guys. I was so, you get this giant delivery and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to put this together? I put it together 80% of it myself in an afternoon, which I was really impressed with. My husband did help me on lifting the whole thing up and attaching the desk because it was just a little bit heavy for me to do on my own. It really required 2 people. But generally, I was like, wow, I built this thing pretty easily. And that was pretty awesome. Let's see. I have not asked. I mean, I've told them, I'm like, I think you guys need a corner unit. I feel like a corner unit would be really good, but that's some awkwardly spaced drawers and things that don't fit within their current ecosystem. So it'd be like a complete redesign, I think. So I know. So yeah, I feel like I had some other things. Let me see. I just want to check. Ask me your questions while I check. If you guys like this live stream, it's kind of weird to me. I'm like, oh, let's do it. All right. I do have a code to save a little bit of money, so that's down in the description of the video. You can also save on the big Dreambox 3 if you want the whole thing. Yeah, I feel like overall, also it was a lot easier for the delivery. So I live in the woods and my driveway is very steep. And we were able to deliver it here much easier than a traditional Dreambox. So yeah. Yeah, so here, I'll show you guys my craft room. It's a mess. It's really messy. Okay, so I'll turn you around here. It's nice and big, but you can see I have all these nice windows over here. This is where my computer is. Over here is a bathroom. And then if I keep going around, I do have a big unit right here, which is like all of my blanks. And I've got a sliding door. And then I've got like laser alley. You can see where I normally film is back over here. And then I've got the weird tall window here. You can see that I do actually live in the forest. So it's very messy in here because I had to reorganize everything and I'm not done yet. It's a great room, Kay. I was very lucky. For those of you who don't know, this is kind of a random story. If you know Crystal from Hello Creative Family, so she's a blogger, she's got a YouTube channel. We've been friends for years. And I said I was looking at moving to this area. And she's like, oh, my parents live in that area. And we ended up buying her parents' house. And the first thing she told me about it was there was space for like a 600 square foot craft room above the garage. And I was like, where do I sign up? So yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice space to be able to work in. And it's a ton of natural light, except I live in the Pacific Northwest. So you'll notice that here it's like 4:17, the brightest part of the day, and it's pretty darn dark outside already. So I'm about as far north as you can get in the US. I'm about 30 minutes from the Canadian border. And so our time, like in a few months, it's just gonna be dark all the time. But when it's bright in here, which is nice. So yeah. And everybody, thank you for saying I look happy. I really am genuinely very, very happy with this piece of furniture, and I think you will be too. So if you have any other questions, I can answer them about anything. And if not, it's dark here. Yes, that's true. It's midnight where you are, Kay. In the winter, we have about 8 hours of daylight at the shortest. So the sun doesn't come up until 9 and it doesn't set, or it sets at like 4. It's a very short window of daytime. But then in the summer, it's light at 4:30 in the morning and light until 11 or 10 at night or something. So oh, thank you. I'm enjoying this. This is kind of different for me because normally I'm kind of like very safe behind my desk with with all of my stuff behind me. And I'm like, I'm going live on the other side of the craft room. It's very exciting. But yeah, how will I use the drawers? So right now I'm just growing my chapter and craft business. I think as of this morning, I have about 750 sales. So it's growing nicely. So I think over time, as I add more products, it will contain products and shipping supplies and those sorts of things. I mean, all of these drawers contain stickers right now. And then I have all my other stickers on this little thing over here. So right now it's just got like cellophane and other things. So yeah, it's not full yet. And I was like, oh, I'm going to move all my stuff over. And then I was like, oh, it barely filled up like a third of this whole thing. And yes, I wouldn't even be willing to sell the template I use for the drawers. I'd be willing to give away the template I use for the drawers. I think I may be in it might be in my Cubby post. I'll have to look it up and put it in my Dreambox post that's linked for this one. And then when you do cut these, if you do want to cut the drawer inserts, you can cut them on a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock using a Cricut, but you do need to turn it like diagonally so that it will fit. And how and where do I sell my stickers? I sell all my stickers on my Etsy shop, which is Chapter and Craft. I do actually, if you go to chapterandcraft.com, I do have an Etsy shop. It has 0 sales. So if anybody wants to buy anything from my Shopify shop, that would be great. You don't have to. But I am starting to try and get people. I'm now in the process of being like, okay, I've got like some people on Etsy. How can I get them over to my Shopify so I'm not paying all the Etsy fees? But yeah, it's been really fun. And I feel like, I have all my little art prints here that I can sort through when people buy them. I have over there's my bookmarks. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. It is a disaster in here because I'm trying to run 2 businesses. It's super fun. So yeah, do you guys have any more questions or is this it? I'm having a good time actually. I was like really nervous about this, but as you can tell by the fact that I talked a million miles per hour during this whole thing, but I really do like it. I'm not just saying that because they sent me one. I actually have found it incredibly helpful. Very, 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 very useful for my space. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, if you have any other questions, go ahead. Oop, hold on. What used to be in that corner? This corner? I'm not sure. This actually used to just be my photography station, and now I've moved that over there. Oh, it's not neat. It's not neat. It is a disaster. I mean, there's like wooden boxes and all sorts of, it's not neat. It's not tidy at all. It needs to. I'm actually a fairly neat crafter in general. I have like a process that I use where I set an alarm for every 30 minutes, and every 30 minutes I get up for 5 minutes and I clean. And that actually generally keeps my craft room fairly tidy compared to what it would be if I didn't do that. But yeah, it is definitely not tidy, and I mean, I work in here. I do all the things in here. So I don't think a craft room should only ever look like this. Even this doesn't normally look like this. Normally I've got envelopes and all sorts of stuff on there because I'm doing shipping and that sort of thing. It is definitely a mess. So, all right, friends, thank you so much for joining me for this live. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments. There's also a blog post. And yeah, if you want to get one, please use my coupon and my link because I can save you some money, and saving money is always good. And yeah. All right, friends, I will chat with you soon. Bye.